Hey, Luna Moth here. Okay, I wanted to go over a few synchronicities, I guess, that I've gotten the past couple weeks. The first one was Boone Dam, when there was like a brief little tidbit about Boone Dam, and it's located in Tennessee, and they found a sinkhole and seepage coming from the underneath the dam. Um, So this happened just like a few days or maybe a week after I put out a video about HARP targets and the letter L, landfills, landslide, and liquefaction. Um, and when I went to look at the video, I think it was Dabu or someone that had news about it had posted, there was someone who commented underneath it that said, "Here comes the Boone." Like, here comes the boom, but here comes the Boone. And I had already had a video about Here Comes the Boom in regards to like a volcanic explosion. But I thought it was ironic that this person put Here Comes the Boone as in like a dam exploding, and the fact that there are three different like nuclear sites that are run by um, the Tennessee Valley Association or something like that. It's TVA. Um, anyway, this dam is directly upstream from them. It turns out that there's 7 reactors, but there's like 3 different nuclear sites. Um, I think it's funny because I was just explaining in my video about the landfills, landslides, and liquefaction. I was explaining that liquefaction is like sinkholes, but on a larger scale. It's like a huge sinkhole that covers a vast amount of land, and it is caused by an earthquake um, that causes the the sediments to break apart in such a way that it becomes like a liquid. There was a earthquake close by to Tennessee in Virginia in 2011 that was a 5.9 magnitude quake, which is almost 6.0. And it took this long for them to see the after effects of the quake. They're saying that this quake caused the sinkhole. How would that happen? Maybe it's because of liquefaction. Interesting. Um, so I haven't really seen any updates about this dam. I've been trying to look into it to see what's going on with it, but there's just really not any information. But they're basically saying that they're going to be like fixing it, patching it, whatever. But honestly, like, my question is, how do you patch a sinkhole? First of all, how do you know how much ground that sinkhole covers if only part of it collapsed? Obviously, there's something wrong with the land around the rest of it. You can't just patch a sinkhole. It doesn't work like that. There's obviously something wrong with the support mechanism of that land. It's not working. So no matter what they say they're doing to fix it, that problem is still there. And if a 2011 earthquake damage took this long to manifest under something, how do we know that there isn't damage under the rest of that area? There are 2 other dams along the stream or river that this is on. This is the one that's in between the 2 of them. So how do we know that the ground under like this whole area of Earth isn't turned into a state of liquid and will be giving way along with the nuclear reactors? Anyway, if anyone has any current information on Boone Dam and Here Comes the Boone, that would be great. Please link it. I just thought it was interesting that I was just talking about and warning about dams and talking about something really similar when the dam in LA collapsed like this. Um, and they basically had to empty the whole basin and empty out the valley of people below it. And that's the premise for the movie Earthquake. Um, so this is kind of like a repeat of that situation, except this time it's even more dangerous because they decided to build nuclear reactors downstream from a volatile dam. Yay, yay, America. Okay. Um, the second synchronicity is um, this new study came out about fault lines in Los Angeles because there's a debate going on about whether they can build on this certain street. It turns out that the street is Yucca Street, and it's really close to Hollywood and Highland. Um, so this report came out on the 6th, or the article came out on the 6th. On the 5th, I was in LA at Hollywood and Highland for the whole day, and I parked on Yucca Street. And then the next day, I opened my computer and see an article about Los Angeles fault lines, and the main street that's there is Yucca Street. That's like all that I saw. I was like, oh my God. And I remembered that I parked on Yucca because I was like, oh, I have to remember that my car is here. I'm like, okay, I have a friend who lives in Yucca Valley. I'll remember that it's Yucca Street. So I made this giant mental note so that I'd be able to find my car. And then the next day, this article comes out about Yucca Street. And it turns out that they are now saying that there is no fault line there, that where they want to build this giant 36-story skyrise building, there is going to be no problems. But honestly, I would like to say somebody got paid. Somebody got paid off for that because there's just no way. They want to pay someone off to say that it's safe so they can build there, charge lots of people lots of money, make a bunch of money, and if an earthquake happens, it happens. They don't care about the people. Anyway, that was another interesting synchronicity. I was literally there the day before, parked on that street. That almost like just gave me the shivers. So I think that's it. If you guys have any questions or anything to add, that would be great. Any new info on Boone Dam would be fantastic. Okay, thank you.